Right, good morning one and all. Say good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Steve.
That's it, that's the one. Good morning, Steve. I got so used to that. You threw me then when you didn't say that.
No.
Don't know what to do when that happens. Right, good morning everyone. We are back again and we have come to another part of the country and we've come to a different national park to what we were in last time. We are now in the North York Moors National Park, which is kind of on the east side of the country. Do you know what I love about this part of the country, Steve? It's the fact that you are near so many different national parks and areas of outstanding natural beauty, or national landscapes as they're now called, and other areas that are really lovely to look at. It is all so close together. It's even to get to Scotland it's not far, or to Wales, and that's why when we've talked many times about settling down, why we love the idea of coming to this part of the country, because it feels so central to so many different parts. Getting to the Lake District is just a couple of hours. The Yorkshire Dales that we were in the other week. We just love it. God, I'm rambling on about something completely different here, Steve. It's not like me. All right, Steve's doing lunch. He's in the fridge, he's making sandwiches. So we're on the North York Moors. Let's get back on track. And we are going on a hike today. So we are going on a circular hike. I think it's about 3 hours and it's around a place called the Hole of Horcum. And we'll tell you a bit about that as we go around. So we're parked in that car park just over there. And it's a place, oh God, what's it called again, Steve? I always do this.
What?
Where we are.
Horcum Holes?
No, I know it's the Hole of Horcum, but is it called Saltergate or something like that? I'll write it there. Anyway, we're in that car park. It's a pay and display car park. You can't stay overnight, of course, as is tradition. And it's quite pricey, really, for what it is. I think it's like £3.80 for 2 hours, and then the other option is £6 for all day. So it's a little bit on the costly side, but it is right close to the walk and the Hole of Horcum, which is right behind us there, I think. But anyway, spring is in the air, the flowers are out, the sun's out, the temperature's risen. Are you feeling up for it, Steve?
Maybe. I didn't really sleep very well.
No, I was going to come on to it, apart from the fact today is a good day, apart from the fact that last night we parked somewhere we've parked before and it's usually fine, and the park up itself was fine, but for some reason we both really struggled to get to sleep. I eventually did, and I did sleep through, but Stephen didn't sleep a wink all night, did you? And he was actually going to miss this walk out, and I was going to do it on my own while he could catch up with some sleep. I didn't force him into it, I promise, I absolutely promise.
I've had about 4 hours.
Yeah, he had in the morning when I woke up, he kind of went back to sleep and had about 4 hours, so we're starting today quite late. So you've had something, but yeah, he decided he wanted to come along, and hopefully by doing a nice energetic walk it might help you sleep tonight.
Alright, so if I'm not my usual chatty ray of sunshine self, that's why.
Don't be too shocked. So this here, right by the car park, so actually you don't need to go on a walk at all. We could just skip it, Steve, because we've seen it now. This is the Hole of Horcum, and this area was created via something called spring sapping, which is where the springs that ran at the edge of this area kind of made the ground really sodden, and I think it eventually collapsed in on itself and created the bowl. And I think that process is still ongoing today. I don't know if that means the ground's wet down there or not. I'm sure we're going to find out soon. But I think the more interesting theory about how this hole was formed is that a giant called Wade allegedly scooped up a handful of earth to throw at his wife during an argument.
That's great.
I think Wade's got a few things he needs to talk about, don't you?
Yeah, a bit of anger management going on there.
Not much modern man stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Right, well that's it. That's the Hole of Horcum, but we're going to go and walk it now.
Let's go.
So let's crack on, because this is going to be a long walk and we need to just move. Let's stop talking. I'll stop right now.
Shut up.
I'll shut up. So as we're walking down, we've been absolutely besieged by these bugs. They're flying everywhere. They're completely harmless. I'm sorry, I can't get a good focus. There we go. I don't know, are they like weevils of some kind? We'll try to look it up later, but they're absolutely everywhere here. They're flying through the air, they're landing on our clothes, our arms, our legs. Quite cute, really. So yeah, if anyone does know what these are, do let us know, in case we can't figure it out for ourselves. How bloody gorgeous is that, Steve?
Aye.
Should we move into that?
Yeah, let's open up a little tea shop.
Yeah, open up a little tea room along the trail. We have noticed quite a few buildings like this in Yorkshire, in the different areas. Old cottages like this that are seemingly abandoned. I mean, I guess to some degree it's not abandoned because somebody must be managing the land, maybe, because you've got these things with the trees here.
Yeah.
These daffodils might be old.
Bit of barbed wire over the fence.
Yeah.
I want people to stay out.
So maybe they're trying to protect it, but oh my god, that is just absolutely perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's just move in now.
Aye.
Park the van up. I mean, there's not even a road to get down. You can't drive down
No,
it.
but I think as things change, like drone deliveries and stuff like that become more common. But this will become more desirable again.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Put some solar panels up, start growing your own vegetables, get stuff delivered by a drone. I mean, Steve, we can barely hang a picture frame, so I don't know how you think we're going to manage that, but
Yeah.
still, what a nice idea for the right person if they could move into that.
There's a phone signal as well.
There is a phone signal. All right, we're in. Get in now. Start squatting. Look, the door's open.
Yeah.
I love it.
But you could run a little tea shop from there, really.
I mean, what are you going to do in the winter months when you get like 2 people along the trail a day? It's just glorious, and I can never tire of these, like the brickwork out here, these old stone cottages and buildings, farmhouses, and of course the dry stone walls you see everywhere in Yorkshire, more specifically in the Yorkshire Dales that you saw in our last video, but I just love it all, don't you?
Aye.
But we got to crack on because we're like, what? We've probably not even touched this walk.
No, come on.
Let's get on, let's get on. And look what we've just come across. I think that's a slow worm. Now, these are completely harmless, obviously, and I wouldn't want to interfere, but he's right in the middle of the path, so I was wondering if he should just be encouraged to move. I think our presence is doing that alone. There we go, that's good to know. Bye bye, Mr. or Mrs. Slowworm. Okay, he just leapt off. Wow, that was quick. We used to get them in our garden in Dover, didn't we? Always nice to see them. Well, we're about halfway through the walk. Actually, we've got to be over that, haven't we, by now?
I've only got 3 miles left.
Yeah, it's got to be over halfway.
Done 4 miles, we've got 3 left to go.
So it's about 7 altogether. So we're stopping for a bit of lunch. We're getting the chicken and coleslaw sandwiches out. Did you put the rocket in, Steve?
I did it in the wraps, but not in the...
Oh, no. Did you put onion in, though?
No, because I used coleslaw. I was making them quickly because I was in a rush.
Oh, it was going to be... Oh, yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, you know what? Chicken and coleslaw, we're not going to argue with that. And of course, it's got to be on white bread, doesn't it?
White bread.
Yeah, we love brown bread, but like, let's face it, most sandwiches taste better with white bread, don't they?
Especially runny egg sandwiches.
Mm.
White bread for that.
So what have you thought of the walk so far, Steve?
Yeah, it's alright, it's nice. I'm glad I did this rather than just go back to sleep.
Yeah, you're doing well considering you didn't sleep last night.
Sleep better tonight.
I want to start talking again, but I've got my mouth full. Don't talk with your mouth full. That's what they say.
He can't wait to talk. I just watched him shove the rest of his sandwich in his mouth. Just because he can't wait to talk.
I've got something to say, I'll forget. I can't wait to talk. You can't wait to start moaning.
I can't wait to start eating.
You can't wait for ice cream. So this walk, it's a bit of an all-rounder really. It takes you through so many different things. So you've got the Hole of Horcum, of course, that big view of the big bowl in the earth. It takes you through the valley. You get to see the moors. You get to go through a little bit of woodland. There's a bit of hills. There's some dips. And then just where we've come to now, about the halfway point, you go through this absolutely extraordinary village. It looks like some kind of pop-up model village, doesn't it, Steve?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't look real. It is so pristine, and these gorgeous kind of Yorkshire cottages, all like farm-style cottages. Oh my God.
There's nothing there. There's no shop or anything. It's just a pub and a parish hall. But
I mean, if you've got the money to live there, all we need is a pub, right?
Yeah. You've got the money to live there. You've got money to send somebody out to buy your food.
Exactly. Well, we are nearly back. Daisy's just up there somewhere. Just coming to this road, which is very busy. Steve's waving. Were you just waving to the camera, Steve?
Oh, only briefly. Don't get excited.
I was going to say, it's unusual for you to be friendly and interactive with our viewers.
Yeah.
You feeling all right?
I'll edit that bit out.
This walk must have done something to your head.
The lack of sleep.
Better check him out later.
Very delirious.
It's not right. Anyway, we are back. We're back at the viewpoint over Horcum Hole. A nice, fabulous, fun day was had by all. All very wholesome. All very nice.
Aye.
And that's Horcum Hole. I really enjoyed that. That really was a walk for everything. I really thoroughly recommend that trail. I was trying to look up good walks in the North York moors, and it was really hard to find ones within the moors. There were lots at the edges and along the coast. So this one gives you a reasonably good taste of it. So yeah, if you're in the area, give it a go. It's a good walk and it's not too strenuous either, is it?
Aye.
But with that, we're going to move on and find a place to lay our heads once again.
Aye.
Get some food, all that other stuff. Steve's going, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Yes.
Which in fairness, I'm going to end it now because he's tired. So let's not put him through any more torture, eh?
Alright, bye.
Bye. Afternoon, Steve.
Afternoon.
So good afternoon. It is now the next day and it's quite late on in the next day. We didn't really finish off where we left off, did we? I don't know where that was. We were driving, things have been a bit chaotic and there's certain things happening that we can't really go into at the moment, but stuff's happening. So it's kind of disrupted us a little bit. So right now we are in Scarborough. We needed somewhere to settle down last night, didn't we? So we've come to this utterly bland and uninspiring car park. However, since Scarborough, as you might have heard us mention before, and if you watch other van life channels, I'm sure you're aware of it, Scarborough and in fact other places nearby have banned a lot of overnight stays in motorhomes in some of the places that you used to be able to stay. Since then, we've discovered this car park, which is a perfect opportunity so you can walk to Scarborough seafront, walk to the town and all that kind of stuff. It's £6 a night, and there is no services, but you know, it's not bad. It feels safe, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like somewhere you get robbed, but it isn't. It's really safe and quiet, and £6 is for 24 hours as well.
Yes, forgot to mention 24 hours, so not bad really. You know, it just depends. So if you want to visit Scarborough, I do recommend it, and there's always a couple of motorhomes here and it's absolutely massive. So it looks dodgy, but it's completely all right, at least on our experience, and we've used it twice now. So today we've had a little wander around Scarborough. Now we filmed this for a video like twice now, so we didn't want to do it again, but we've had a little wander around. As I said, there's other things going on that we've had to deal with, and we are going to head, we've got some of the day left, we're going to head nearby to somewhere we've never been before and go off exploring, aren't we? Aye. Where is that place, Steve?
Flamborough
Head, is it? I was going to say leave it as a surprise, but I think it's Flamborough Head.
Aye. Let's go.
And fast forward about half an hour and we are at Flamborough Head, I think.
Aye.
And we've gone straight for the ice cream, or Steve has, of course. He's finished it already nearly. What flavour did you have, Steve?
Cheeky cherry.
Cheeky cherry. And how much was it?
£3.20, wasn't it?
£3.45, I think.
Expensive, isn't it? Don't think we've had ice cream for less than £3.
So are you completely dissatisfied with your ice cream?
It's all right.
It's all right.
Don't know what's cheeky about the cherry, apart from there's not a lot in it.
So the standard Steve being whelmed. Just whelmed, yeah?
The thing is, with ice creams, it's really common for them not to be very good. It's quite hard to find a good ice cream.
Yeah, but we're always looking and we'll find some eventually.
Well, I'll keep eating them.
Exactly. Well, as a bit of a savoury boy more than sweet, I've gone for some cheesy chips. We've been pretty indulgent today. We had a breakfast earlier, which we didn't film, in a cafe in Scarborough. Very good value cafe, by the way. I forget what it's called, but we're going to be back there, I think. Really good value meals and decent portions. So I've gone for some cheesy chips in this little place we're at Flamborough Head. I think there's another name for this specific point we're at, but we're just calling it Flamborough Head for now. Cheesy chips that cost £5.95. Daylight robbery? I do think so.
Our entire breakfast cost £5.95 earlier.
Yes. So this is absolutely mad.
Aye.
£5.95 for cheesy chips.
Are you disappointed yet, Dan? They look savage.
They're all right, but if you're paying £5.95, you know, come on.
I always find that if something's quite expensive, it makes it taste like crap.
No, your expectations are higher, and quite rightly. Yeah, I mean, these are a bit rubbish for the money, really. God, I'm getting into you mode, Steve. I'm going to start complaining. I might start feeling quite happy with that.
Yeah.
Oh, I could get into the spirit of that, except it's just shit when you pay for something that's just not that good. And you've paid over the odds. Anyway, good stuff coming up. We're here. We don't know anything about this area, but a few people have told us to visit here. And since we're back in East Yorkshire, by the way, East Riding of Yorkshire, and a few people have recommended this part. Oh, it's knocking my overpriced food to the ground almost. Take two. A few people have recommended that we visit here. We can't stay overnight, as far as we're aware, but it's late in the day, the sun's out, we're going to go for a late afternoon walk, aren't we, into the early evening and see where it takes us. So I think there's some very high cliffs up here. I think we're close to Bempton Cliffs and some other regions. So let's just let the scenery speak for itself, shall we?
Aye.
While I eat these very unsatisfying chips.
Aye.
We'll see in a bit. Oh my God, Stephen, this place.
Pretty, isn't it?
Oh God, Flamborough Head. I was going to come on here and say I'm really sorry this part of the video, which is like the end half really, has kind of been a bit slapdash and like we don't really know what we're doing because we really don't know what we're doing, yeah. We weren't really sure what to do, and sometimes it's like that when you make these videos, you know, we have a rough plan, but a few things come up today that threw it up in the air, and it was like, well, we've got to finish the video, and we don't just want to do something for the sake of it. But we came up with, let's drive here and just do a little evening walk. Nothing too much. We're already heading back now. And as I said, people have recommended coming here. Oh my God, it's absolutely outstanding, isn't it? Obviously it helps because the sun's out. So Flamborough Head and this area, it just juts out into the North Sea, right on the edge of the East Riding of Yorkshire. And it's known for quite a few different things. Obviously the great scenery, the cliffs. It's also notorious over the years, or has been, for the shipwrecks, because there's low-lying chalk reefs, or chalk beds I think, that have sunk lots of ships. So there's a lighthouse near where we're parked, and of course it's really known for its wildlife. So all the seabirds, all different types of seabirds are nesting on the cliffs. We tried to get some footage, quite difficult because I couldn't zoom in without it blurring, but we did get some footage. And all the grey seals.
No, that's nice.
Wasn't it? Like, even Stephen loved that. They were absolutely mesmerising. And they looked like little kind of like tadpoles, didn't they, you said? From above, like slugs or tadpoles in the water. Just so captivating to watch. So all that's going on, all the seabirds coming in and out of the cliffs. You can see puffins here. I'm not sure which bit, but we didn't see any today, I don't think. But it's kind of late in the evening now, it's 6 o'clock. Although how glorious is this for 6 o'clock? Wonderful. This feels like all the good stuff in a van in a day. Well, this part of the day anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of the best of van life when it's warm like this and it's light, and
yeah,
we do all of this nice stuff in the nice weather. It's just the other side where it's cold and miserable and wet, which is mostly England.
It is mostly England for most of the year, but right now at least we can enjoy it. Just parking up somewhere, go for a walk. Shame we can't stay overnight, but I don't think it's too far to the nearest park up.
Yeah, we'll find somewhere.
We'll find somewhere, we always do. If in doubt, use a lay-by.
Yeah.
So yeah, this place is definitely somewhere to come back to. And if we do settle in this part of the country, I'm glad to know this is here, or not too far from where we might end up, if we do end up anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are going to head back to the van now, and we're going to find somewhere to settle down. But this has been a nice end to the day. It's very rare we take an evening walk, isn't it?
Yeah, we haven't been out here for a long time, just because it's been dark.
Yeah, like you don't really want to in the colder months. So this time of year, it's just the perfect time to take advantage of it as the sun's going down.
Yeah, also when you're in a van, you tend not to want to settle down too early, because it just looks a bit weird putting all your blinds up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the sun's blazing outside.
Yeah, and that paranoia comes back in again. But my arm is actually hurting now, so I'm going to stop this because I'm actually holding up a camera.
Yep, we need to find somewhere to stay and get rid of our rubbish.
We do, yes, we've got to get rid of rubbish. Let's find a bin. Never easy to find a bin, can you believe it sometimes?
I've said it millions of times, it's always the same up here.
Yeah. Sometimes you get lucky and there's loads of really big bins and recycling. Then other times you can be driving around for absolutely ages and find nothing at all.
That's the only thing we get excited about really these days, is bins and toilets.
Well, Stephen, there's not much more exciting than a big bin. Come on, let's not play it down. Recycling. Somewhere to get rid of your cardboard glass and cans. All our beer cans that we don't drink that often. Well, good afternoon everyone. We are the next day now from where we left you last time in that wonderful little place at Flamborough Head. And we've kind of, we're going to just decide to end the video there, I think.
Yeah,
I feel a bit, well, hang on a minute. I feel a bit like this is a bit kind of slapdash. I don't know if it is. I never know how these things are going to turn out. I don't know. This video feels like it's a bit weird to me. Feels like we've been making it up as we go along.
We usually are.
We never do that. Yeah, so thank you for joining us this week, and we don't know what we're doing after this. We've got some other things we need to do on the side, but in terms of video stuff, we're not 100% sure, so it will be as much of a surprise to us as it is to you, because we haven't got a clue. But with that, I think we are going to end it. I hope you enjoyed our walks this week, and we'll try and do something a bit different next time.
Yeah, so please push your like button if you like the video, subscribe if you like the channel, and push your notification bell if you want to be notified the next time there's a video out.
Yep, and it's bloody hot, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, so we got to go. So we're going to end it now. Even I'm not going to talk through this. All right then. All right then.
Right.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.